Yeah, he just now he sound like a frog. He sound like Froggy on the Little Rascals now. Yeah, man, you sound like Froggy on the Little Rascals, man.
They're over there hitting buttons.
Oh, there you go. If you want to cancel it, you just tap it and then it'll show it there.
Oh, okay. I was trying to find the applause.
Just don't you touch it. Well,
Did you find the applause? Where the applause? The hand clap.
Yeah, the hand claps, the applause, the bam, 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 bams.
Maybe we get it for the next one.
Yeah, we will.
Let's get it on the
We'll
next
get it on
one.
the next one.
Yeah, let's see if this one goes.
Let's get this band back on the road.
No, don't be leaving my hand claps
All
out.
right, cool.
Get the
Let's
hand
set it
clap.
up. Let's set it up.
Leave my hand.
Larry, like, nah, don't shortcut me.
That sounds like thunder. I think what it is, hey, can you put a gate on the mics? If you put a gate on there, I think that'll cancel out the background noise.
What we're gonna do on that and edit.
And edit.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is just raw, but when we cut it up, we're gonna
Okay.
Suppress it. Y'all hear him? You hear him?
But if you can hear it, that's all that. If he can hear it, that's all that matters. Now I can hear it. Yeah. You know which one is the hand clap? There you go. Larry, y'all you got 4 schools?
8 schools.
God!
Yeah, 8 schools.
Damn.
And you got how many shops?
Shop in Walmart.
That's the one shop. Gotcha.
I had
And
other
then-
one, but they closed at Walmart.
And you're in the prisons or the jails?
So that's part of the 8. So I'm in the Cook County Jail for almost 15 years now, and 3 Illinois Department of Juvenile Justice School. Penal institutions.
Okay, high school shops.
Huh?
Can you move your mic up? Well, like this. Yeah,
Oh,
try
okay.
to speak into it. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, guys.
Ready? Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, Tamel Pittman, proud owner of Uppercuts Barbershop.
And I'm Lonnie Horn, proud owner of World Class Faders Barbershop.
And you are watching another episode of For the Culture podcast with the United Barbers Club. We're out here at the Midwest Trade Show in Chi-Town.
Yes.
I didn't learn about the Windy City part, but I did find out about the icy cold part. It is like a refrigerator, a deep freezer.
To the
up in
bone,
here.
to the bone, to the
Chill it.
soul, to the soul.
Yes,
The soul is
sir.
deeper than the bone, right?
Yes.
That's where that code sits.
Okay, all right. We have a very, very special person we've been wanting to talk with. We have the opportunity now to get with him, and we want to introduce him and let him tell you all about the wonderful things he's doing for the industry. With no further ado, guys, this is Larry from Larry's Barbershop, Larry's Barber College, Larry's entrepreneurship, Larry's what? You tell them all about it, Larry.
I cut hair. That's what I do, man. I'm a tonsuro artist. We used to be doctors and dentists back in the day. That's all I do, man.
Yes, sir.
But I appreciate y'all having me on your show. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I like the humble follow-up, but man, I am so proud to be in my hometown and being in front of what most people in the south side of Chicago and further out would consider a legend in the industry and in the city, man. So I can't let you humble out that hard, man.
I'm not that old though, man.
Nah,
I mean,
man, a living legend,
a
man.
legend. Okay,
a living
but
legend.
let me see, legend. Legend don't mean old.
Nah.
Okay, all right.
A legend mean you leaving March.
I'm 50 though. I'm still killing them on the court though.
That's why we said living. That's why we said
I'm
living.
50.
Yeah, nah, man, you changed a lot of people's lives, man, and you inspire a lot of people. I know firsthand, so.
For sure,
yes,
thank
sir.
you.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So tell us a little bit about, well, let's talk about what are you a part of now? How many schools are you running with? How many barbershops? And some things that maybe a lot of people don't know.
So how about I start here and then y'all can ask me
Let's
some
go.
questions based
Let's
off
go.
that, all right? So my parents decided they wanted to build a house out in the suburb, right? And of course, it wasn't a lot of people that look like me out there, but I'm very stylish, you know? So I went to Walgreens, bought a pair of clippers, man, when I was 13 years old for like $19.99. And I always tell people the rest is history. So I started cutting hair in the suburb of Matteson, Illinois. I ended up having a barbershop inside of my basement with another chair in there. So me and my boy was cutting hair in my house when I was a teenager. I told my parents at 17, I'm like, man, this is what I want to do. So they let me go to barber school when I was a senior in high school. So I had a half a day. I would get out at 12 o'clock. I would drive to school. I went to McCoy Barber College. It used to be on 79th and Clyde. And then I opened up my first barbershop when I was 19. And I had the first black barbershop in Matteson, Illinois.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Did you have any barber role models
I did.
that sparked that for you?
So I know how to draw, right? Anybody know anything about barbering? Barbering is an art and it's a science.
Yes.
So I have very, very good penmanship. Like I can take a piece of construction paper and write straight across it, like
Gotcha.
right? And I know how to draw really well. So I kind of took that art and put it along with, like, you know, I'm kind of like a perfectionist. I strive for excellence. So, you know, like I cut my own hair. I've been cutting my own hair for 37 years, right? So I got in the mirror, man, and started figuring it out. And, you know, the lining, of course, is the most important part of the haircut, even if the fade is horrible, right? So along with that, man, you know, I was able to convince people to let me cut their hair. So I would ask a lot of questions to my barbers. I mean, you know, when I would be cutting my hair, I would ask a lot of questions, and then it just kind of made me, like, man, very intrigued, and I went with it.
Nice, man. And so, first barbershop at 19.
Yep.
That's impressive.
How many chairs?
So my first shop I started off with 3 chairs, but I made it where I could grow into it, right?
Okay.
So I had 3 chairs, and then I ended up with 15 chairs before I actually sold it and went to the city.
Wow. Did you know that you were going to sell that shop?
You know, I often, man, you know, like, I'm a different type of dude, right? I have to be around, I can't be around chickens, if you will. I have to soar with the eagles. So a lot of times, man, if a situation is not really doing what I needed to do for me, that environment, then I kind of take myself out. Even though I set the precedence now, there are rules and regulations, you know, no cursing, no cursing, you can't play this music, you can't do X, Y, and Z, right? Just out of respect of the posture we're trying to have for the shop. But when the mentality sometimes of the barbers aren't growing, and I feel myself being stagnant, sometimes I have to remove myself out the situation, and I've done that twice already.
That's impressive at that age, man.
Yeah.
That's impressive at that age. That's one of the things we talk about, is making sure you, as a barber, hunt for that environment that complements the person you are and the business you want to run.
Right.
Speaking of music, we visited your Joliet location.
Okay.
Man, shout out to the Larry's Barber College students in Joliet. They welcomed us with big arms, warm arms, man, and we had a great time with them. They were playing gospel music.
Oh yeah, man. We always start the day off with that.
Wow.
Always.
Oh, it was nice.
Since my first shop, I've been in business for 31 years, man. And always, you know, you got to start off, man, with the creator. You know what I'm saying? And I always say, you know, like, I can't tell you, you know, what to believe and all that kind of stuff, man. I don't care if you're Buddhist, Muslim, Christian, Church of God in Christ, like I grew up in, man. Hey, man, if they telling me to get up every day, love one another, man, be kind one to another, you know, get up and work and take care of your family, man, they not telling you nothing wrong, man. So it's not about religion, it's about relationship.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen. So now we have a barber shop that we sold. How long was it before you opened up your first barber college?
I opened up my first barber college in 2004. 2004, so I'm going on 20 years now having my own barber school. But consecutively, like I've had shops. I've had other shops, so 31 years consecutively. But what made me want to open up a barber school? I just felt like there was something more, right? You know, a lot of people minimize who we are. You know, they say, man, that's not a real job. But in essence, it really is, right? We make a whole lot of money, man, and but we don't have anything to show for it because we make all this cash money and we really don't put it where we need to put it to be. And, you know, I was there. I used to change the rims on my truck like they was underwear. You know, I was 18, 19 years old, man. $10 haircuts, making $1,500, $2,000 a week off $10 haircuts. I used to cut between 25 and 38 heads every day.
Damn.
The most heads I ever cut in one day was 48 heads, you know what I'm saying? So that's how we was getting. I started at 4 in the morning. Sometimes I would get done until 1 o'clock the next morning. You know, that's how I used to get out, man, because I really was engulfed in making people look good, making people feel good, and I really enjoy what I do, man. So, like, I've been cutting celebs and stuff, man, since I've been a teenager, you know, so.
Do you still cut now?
I'll never stop cutting, but because things are, like growing for me, I can't allow myself to be behind a chair and miss out on like, I feel like I'm going to be a billionaire, right? And I can't be behind a chair, you know, making that little money when I got bigger things that are waiting on me, because my heart truly is to help not only the people in our industry, but to help people around me, man, you know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, it takes money in order to be able to do a lot of the things that we want to do, man. So, you know, I got to go and get the big money, man. And, you know, which brings me to, like, the traditional banks aren't giving us money, you know, our skin, you know, and whatever case that may be, man. But that's why I'm opening up my own credit union, right? So I'm coming up on the second phase of my credit union, and I'm doing it for the music industry, and I'm doing it for the hair care industry, so that we can have products. So I'll go to all of the shops, and I made it a federal credit union, so that way it can be anywhere in the United States. I'll go to all the shops, solicit people, man. Let me help you to be great, if you will. Y'all come open up accounts for me, so when you're ready to buy that house and that car and get loans for your barbershop and your barber schools or beauty schools, you can come get it through LBC Federal Credit Union. You know what I'm saying? And the music industry too, because we don't really have any exit strategies. You know what I'm saying? Like in my Walmart location, and I know we'll talk about that, but like my Walmart location, I got a front desk staff. Ain't no booth rent. I'll never do booth rent again, because I feel like when you're doing booth rent, in my opinion, I think you're setting people up not necessarily for failure, but trying to get that consistent $150, $200 a week from that operator. I think it lessens your money that you're able to make, right?
For sure.
But not only that, you pretty much set them up to never properly pay taxes or put into a 401k or have insurance and stuff like that, medical and dental insurance. So I got a front desk staff. So everything runs through the front desk. I got my own booking app or whatever. So the operator can see their appointments being booked. They can see how much the service was, how much they paid, and everything, right? So along with that, they get W-2s, they get direct deposit every week.
You're making them exist on paper.
Absolutely.
So they can qualify.
And I do a slide scale commission, and I cap out at 80%.
That's okay. That's what I wanted to dig into, man. Yeah.
Yep.
So can you break that down a little?
Absolutely. So back in the day, man, they used to literally do 50-50. You know, like I was 18 working in the barbershop, man, it was like 50-50 up in that piece, or 60-40, or 65-35, right? So my thing is that we can't be greedy up in here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you only charge, think about this. If you're charging booth rent, right? And let's say your booth rent is $150. You guys got a barbershop, right?
Yes.
Y'all charge booth rent?
Yes.
Okay. So when you try and go at $5 on your booth rent, people trip. Oh man, come on, man, right? But you telling them like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Inflation, rent went up, taxes go up. You did this, you did that, da-da-da-da-da, right? So what I make it convenient for them, because we got hot towel warmers, you know, wash machine and dryer for the towels. I make everybody break their stuff down every day before they leave and put it back up, so that way the whole shop is clean. Front desk staff sweep the whole shop, clean the shop. They run it. All you got to do is stand behind your chair and service clients. That's it. You don't got to go up to the desk and collect your money. You ain't got to talk to no clients. All you got to do is stand behind your chair. When you get done with your next person, send them up to the front. They can't cheat you, because you already seen what appointment you got in there, and they got the front desk. So they can book for you. You let them know how long, you know what I'm saying, you in the shop or whatever, which I try and have the chairs going like from the time we open to the time we close is 7 days a week, right? So I do a sliding scale. I start them off at 65, 35, and then once they get to a certain amount of money, then I cap them off at 80%.
Certain amount of money?
I
like
used to,
so you make a cap rate for the company.
So up to $1,000 is 65, 35.
Got you.
And then once I used to have a three tier, but my Square system only understands a 2-tier because when they get to $1,500, it starts their percentage all over again.
Gotcha.
So I just had to go to 2-tier, so which is not a problem. So 65, 35 for $1,000 and under, and then once you hit 1,500 or more, you cap off at 80%.
Wow.
Because think about it, if you're making $1,500 or better, people are like, man, 80% is a lot. But think about it. The more money they make, the more money you make.
Right.
But if you only charge a booth rent, like out of $1,500, if you're getting 20% of $1,500, that's way more than
booth rent. Hey.
You see what I'm saying? But see, they taxes and stuff, you got to get the people who really want to succeed in this, right?
Right.
So I've had some people say, man, I pay my own taxes. No, you're not. The millionaires and the billionaires are trying to get out of paying taxes. What make you think that you go call Uncle Sam and tell him I made $100,000 cash, how much y'all want me to send y'all for taxes? You're not going to do that, which means that when you get ready to buy you a house, when you get ready to buy you a car, you got to try and cook the books.
Buy you a what?
A car, a house or a car.
I thought you said car.
Oh yeah, well that's how we say it in Chicago. Buy you a car. You know, then you got to try and cook the books. You got to try like I'm the first person in my industry, in our hair care industry, that's building a school from the ground, right? And my point being is that the banks don't believe us. But I have my stuff in order. The banks don't believe us, bro. So they asked him, well, how much hair can he cut? Like, no, this is a whole nother different situation, right? And once they understood it, they was like, oh, okay, we get it, which is why I'm opening up a credit union for the music industry, for the hair care industry, because if you go to a financial institution that understands your business, then they know how to help you. But if you go to a financial institution that know that most of us don't pay taxes, most of us don't got 401ks, most of us don't got no insurance, which means that, like, how are they gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got a few $1 million policies where I put money in there, and when I want money, like, because I've outgrown a 401k, you know what I'm saying? So if I need money, I can call them, hey man, send me 50,000, send me 100,000. And I'm borrowing, I'm really taking my own money, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I mean, I want to be able to have them products, man, and really be able to teach people what this really is, man. You know what I'm saying?
This is evolutional, what you're talking about right here. Now, so commission can be structured without and still be without having to be 1099s, without having to be independent contractors.
So I think if you do 1099, then you really. I'm doing it mostly for the barber and the stylist.
No, and I get that. I just want to be clear.
You can do commission and do 1099.
See, I didn't know that.
But what you're doing is, if you do commission and do 1099, you got to report what you made from them anyway. But you are setting, you really, in essence, you're still setting them up to fail.
No, and I get that. I think I wasn't clear.
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to ask. I might have asked it wrong. So it's
you're
legit
saying, can you still be commissioned and do 1099?
And no, the opposite, W-2. Can you so you can be W-2 but be paid through commission?
That's how I'm doing it, W-2.
I thought W-2 had to be hourly. So you can do commission and set
it's
them
ran
up.
through the system. Yeah.
Wow.
Federal come out, state, Social Security, Medicaid, all of that stuff come out.
So it's not about the method of paying them, it's about what you do afterwards with the taxes. Oh my goodness!
Yeah,
you just
and it comes right out.
Perspective
Everything
of
comes.
this.
I got one of my barbers, man. He got child support. It comes out every week of his check.
Got you. And then you just run it through. You just run it through a company like ADP or something like that, and they pretty much.
So I use Paychecks, but I use Square for my Walmart locations.
Got you.
Because Square is able to talk to my app and make that happen. I use Paychecks for all my other schools, my employees and stuff like that, because of the fact that it's just, you know, it's easier to let them handle.
I use Paychecks too.
Yeah.
And for the people that don't know what we're talking about payroll services.
Yes.
Right.
So it doesn't matter which one you use, just the mentality of understanding that you have to structure this way in order to get these taxes and everything taken out for these barbers.
Right.
Man, this is a genius system, man.
Thank you, man.
This is a genius system because we have a couple of barbers who are like anti anything but booth rent because they feel like if you're a shop owner, and you're not allowing them to do booth 3, and you're limiting them. But what you just created was a way for both to grow, for the shop to continue to grow.
That's right. That's
but
right.
also, this guy is not being, or lady is not being brought down to a ceiling, a cap.
But and that's why you have to give them a fair commission. If you're not giving them a fair commission, man, like if you're trying to 60-40 them because you're trying to make all the money, like I don't make a whole lot of money in my barbershop, and because I got a stylist working there too. I don't make a whole lot of money. It's not about me making a whole lot of money. It's about that bubble gum machine, that vending machine. If you can get vending machines all over, then you will eventually make a whole lot of money, right? I make enough money, but I know that eventually, if I wanted to, I can make just one Walmart location make me about $10,000 to $15,000 a month, right? Even if it made $5,000 extra a month, after paying front desk staff, after paying all of everything, man, you know what I'm saying? It's passive. Absolutely, absolutely, right? Because you got to think about it. You got to pay the front desk staff as well. So they open up for you. It can't work unless you have it can work, but I really feel like it can't work unless you have a front desk staff.
For sure. Administrative is always the biggest thing.
Somebody to be able to answer the phone, you know, like I make it where, man, they don't got to sweep. They don't have to clean up. They don't got to put their hot towels in the warmer. All of that stuff is ready for them when they get there.
Smart.
All I'm doing is asking you to break down because they clutter the stations up so much nowadays, man, until that same can been stuck there for 5 years and ain't moved, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it mess up the furniture, but people like to come in, they like the professionalism, they like getting greeted at the front desk, they like being able to play with a card, they like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And all of that, man. So a family, you know, oriented type salon. I often ask some of the older gentlemen, I said, excuse me, sir, if you don't mind asking me, you know, I know you've been getting your hair cut for a long time. Why are you in Walmart getting your hair cut? Man, y'all professional. It's clean up in here. Ain't no real fractal because they have to wear a uniform.
Okay.
I don't let the guys wear no hats. You gotta have your smock or cape on or whatever, however that looks, man. Like, don't come in here smelling like weed. I don't do that. We ain't playing no ratchet music. We want everybody to feel comfortable up in here, right?
Yeah.
So we want, like the old days, man, you better send the kids in the barbershop, tell them I'll be back, right?
Man.
Barbershops aren't like that anymore, man, because the young men, unfortunately, and a lot of the young women, their posture is really not up to par, man. You know what I'm saying? You got 2, 3 cats standing out in front with hoodies on. You make people afraid to come in there. You only cutting one demographic of people because, you know, the superstars or the preachers or the older people are afraid to come in your shop, man. So it's like it's almost like you hitting a brick wall.
Yeah.
And people don't like to hear me say that because it almost appears as if I think I'm better. I don't think I'm better. I'm just telling you what I did in order to get where I am. You know what I'm saying? You can do that stuff after work. You know, I ain't never smoked. I ain't never drank. I ain't never did no drugs. I ain't never did none of the above, man. I'm not judging nobody who do it, but my thing is that if that's what you want to do it when you get to the crib, man.
Time and the place.
You know,
that's what we say.
Like,
Time
don't
and the
you
place.
see these kids or this young lady in here? Watch your language, man. And don't be playing this ratchet music that's degrading women and stuff. Save that for your time. You in here to make some money. So any shop I've ever had, man, I can say, hey, man, I'm cutting the Joliet today. If it's a celebrity, they coming out there to get a haircut, and they feel comfortable, and they don't mind my students watching, right? So you want to make your atmosphere conducive to professionalism, man, and that's why I try and teach.
I agree,
That's
100%. And that's both of us believe in that, and both our shops run like that.
That's what's up.
Yeah, that's real
That's
talk. So you say you have 8 shops.
8 schools, yeah.
8 schools, I'm sorry, 8 schools, and you have some that are just standalone schools, but you also have a school in the prisons.
Yep, so I was the first person in history to ever put a school in the county jail. I've been in Cook County Jail now for almost 15 years now. Got my own office and everything up in there, man.
Oh, man.
I proctored their exam in there, so I can proctor their exam.
Oh, tight.
They send me their exam, and then I proctor it, and then I send it back to the state and let them grade it. So I have people, man, who passed their exam. Matter of fact, everybody passed their exam up there. Like the prison, man, they don't have nowhere else to go.
Right.
So they're like a walking book.
Right.
So
right.
they don't have no more time to learn
and they're
everything.
gonna absorb it.
Absolutely.
Like, man.
They cutting a lot. Man, some of them guys cut 30, 40 heads a day.
Damn. Like you said, though, that's
Absolutely.
it's like being a kid.
It ain't
You ain't got no
nothing to do.
bills to worry about.
Right.
Why the jail? And how did you first get that
What
to
made
jump
me
off?
going to jail, man, because so many people are quick to talk about, like, so y'all done been some of my schools, right?
Yeah.
So the school on 104th, that's called the Wild Hunnets, right? 79th, that's called the 9.
Right.
I done seen people get killed in broad daylight. We done had all the hypes and the drunks come up in there and gave them jobs the whole 9 yards, right? And I'm looking like, man, you know, if you got a drug dealer that make a lot of money, right? Or if you got these shorties out here that's carjacking, if you say, hey, man, I can make, because they carjacking, and why do they run? Because they don't want to go to jail, they don't want to get caught. Drug dealers, they don't want to get caught, they don't want to go to jail, they don't want to be dead. So if I can give you a different avenue where I can help you make that money, but better, and it's clean, you think they not going for that?
Right. Yeah.
Right?
Hell yeah.
So I figured that, why don't I go inside the jail, let them get their credentials at the jail, so as soon as they walk out, I can put them to work in one of my shops like I do.
Oh, that's fine.
If they don't finish, they can finish with me in one of my schools.
Okay.
And basically, man, they don't have to get out of jail and then try and go seek what they're gonna do, because a lot of them got families to take care of, wives, kids, and all of that kind of stuff, and they don't really have the time to go to school because they gotta hit the ground running.
Right.
And if they used to selling drugs and making a certain amount of money, then it's almost like, man, bro, you know, I can't. It's too slow for me, right? So I like to teach them inside the jails. And then I'm in the juvenile facilities as well, where I catch them even younger.
Okay.
And then if they do got to go to the county, then they can come to my class in the county.
And keep it going.
And then I was connected with the state penitentiary as well, so same thing.
Why Walmart?
Well, Walmart called me. So some people think that they can just call Walmart and say, hey, I'm gonna put a barbershop in there. No. Walmart called me. I was definitely humbled by that. And I was in 2 of their locations, but one of the Walmarts closed down. So that's why we had to close that location. But they called me, they've given me opportunity for more, but I'm just taking my time with it because I'm really focusing on the schools, but I can call them at any time and say, hey man, I'm ready, you know what I'm saying, for the other few that you want to give me and all of that kind of stuff. And I'm even thinking about putting a couple of schools in a few Walmarts, small schools, like in the areas where the demographic is more Caucasian or you know, Arabic and that nationality, because what I look like trying to send an African American out to some you know, white suburb, and they're not really trying to do that. So I figured that I can take one of the Walmarts, put a small school in one of the Walmarts, and then train them for surrounding shops and so on and so forth. Yes.
You're very innovative, man.
Thank you, man. I don't sleep at night. I sleep about 4-5 hours every day. If that, I'm up like between. Lately, it's been 2 o'clock, man, but like 3, 4, 5 o'clock every morning, I'm up like clockwork, man, because my mind don't shut off.
Man.
Now we can sit there and talk to you for hours. We can talk to you for hours.
You know, I got an automotive school of technology as well. Did y'all know that?
Did you say automotive?
I got an automotive school of technology.
Can you explain what that is?
So I have automotive, diesel, aviation, HVAC, appliance repair, and welding school in Harvey, Illinois.
Aviation too?
Yeah.
How long has this school been in existence?
So I opened up this school. I'm just waiting for my certifications to finalize. But I bought this building in like 2000, the end of 2022. And it's in Harvey, so I redid the whole building. So we working on cars and stuff like that now. But it just made me think about the fact that, like, man, a lot of people aren't going to college. College ain't for everybody.
No.
Everybody don't want to be no barber.
Yep.
So I said, what is another industry that's literally economy proof? Getting your cars fixed, getting your air conditioning and your washing machine and dryers and stuff like that fixed. So what I'll do is that once I start a school, then I'll start a company within my school where they can call me and we can send people out to fix their washers and dryers and their HVAC and stuff like that. And it'll come to my company that's a part of my school, but I'm sending my students out there and I'm able to undercut everybody. So if you normally pay $100 to get your brakes fixed, come to my school to get your brakes fixed and you only pay $50 for it because my students are fixing it, you know what I'm saying? So I decided to do that, man, and I think it's gonna be really, really dope. And you know, I'm the first person in the industry to ever have student housing as well. So I'm working on building 100 unit student housing, but I started student housing like maybe, I want to say 3-4 years ago I started student housing.
With these type of ideas, it seemed like you're forecasting a big influx of barber students moving forward and just in the industry, period.
So think about it, man. we're the first person, like the barber is the first person that you see when you come in the world, meaning that your first haircut, and when you leave the world, we have to cut your hair as well, right? I done did both.
Damn.
So we are literally economy proof. It's not, when I ask people, like, do y'all think the industry is oversaturated? What y'all think?
I know it's not.
Right?
I know
it's too much.
And you know why?
To go around.
But you know why it's not oversaturated mainly? Because everybody don't have a posture like we have, right? You got them people that they only want to go cut enough hair so they can go party at the club, so they can, you know, I drive past barbershops, man, on Fridays and Saturdays, see 11 o'clock, y'all not even open yet. How does that even work? How, right? So, come on. I've been in the shop since 4. At 12 o'clock, I'd have made $300-400, and you just got here.
Damn.
Right? So my thing is that, man, I'm educating a new generation of barbers to become more than barbers.
Yeah.
So my goal is to start at least 25 students every month at my schools,
Damn,
man.
That's nice.
And so when you talk about an influx, man, it's still enough. Like, man, I go around to barber schools. I've helped barber schools get financial aid, taught them how to do it, you know what I'm saying? Because it's enough for everybody, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, God has made room for all of us. But I'm just letting you know, I don't sleep at night, and I'm in 2040 already. So if you go do this, you better come on with it.
You look like you sleep at night, man. You look like you're in good shape, staying fresh,
I work
youthful.
out. I work out about 4, 5, 6 days a week, man. I still play basketball, football, baseball. I play squash. I play racquetball. You know what I'm saying? I can get on the ground and give you 50 push-ups, and I'm 50 years old. You know what I'm saying? I don't drink. I don't smoke. I try and eat healthy, man. You know, if I got a little extra weight on me, man, it's because of a little stress, man. But other than that, man, I'm pretty healthy, man.
Now, everything that you just said, it brings me to this question: where's the book?
Where's the book?
It's got to be a book. You have to have written a book.
So I wrote a book about my life.
It has
So my
to
first
be.
book was Suicide Is Not the Answer, but the book I actually have over there at my booth for sale is called Out of the Ashes I Rise, right?
Wow.
So I just kind of talk about my life, man. Like, I've been married a few times. You know, I didn't want to live at one point in my life, so I dealt with suicide, you know. Growing up in church all my life, man. Grandma being a pastor, dad playing organ for all of the greats back in the day. My dad being a bishop. He just retired actually a few weeks ago.
Congrats to him.
Yeah, thanks, man. My dad being a bishop. And basically, man, I just felt like God, why are you letting this happen to me, right? And what do I mean by why are you letting this happen to me? Like, I was always prophesied to that I would be this successful businessman. But, you know, of course, I always say we have to be careful we don't allow somebody, you have to be careful you don't allow your gift to take you someplace that your character can't handle, right? And you have to go through in order to get to, but it's how you deal with what you go through that determines how you come out. I didn't think that I was supposed to go through anything because I felt like the drug dealer and the gangbanger, they out here doing wrong, but I don't do none of that. So why aren't I being successful right now? But I had to get out my own way. I had to stop buying them rims and tires every other week. And instead of doing that, put an alarm on my car. My dad said, you doing all of this stuff? You won't even put no alarm on your car. Because they used to keep trying to steal my Blazer back in the day. You know, those were the popular trucks back in the day. And I had a Blazer when I was 18, absolutely.
Yes.
I had it sitting on the ground, 205, 50-15s in there, Dayton's, Tri-Fans, gold on there, Batman wing on the back, sounds in there, bazooka tubes, all of that.
Damn.
But I ain't had no alarm on my car.
Ask
backwards, right?
Inviting them over.
Inviting them over. They used to keep trying to steal my Delcos and my Alpine radios, man. So basically, when I realized, man, you don't go and buy a BMW. Like, I was doing all of that stuff, but then I'm on the phone making payment arrangements for my light bill and the phone bill in the shop. Or the lady in there bringing a 5-day notice because I haven't paid the little $1,500 rent. But I can go buy some rims and tires.
Damn.
Come on, you know what I'm saying? So I wasn't really looking at it like that. I was only looking at the fact that I work hard. I'm a good man. I'm a good father. I get up and go to work every day. You know, I'm never late for anything. You know, so why is all of this happening to me? God said, man, had I given you in your early 20s what I'm showing you and giving you now, you might have lost it and lost the opportunity that I had before you, man. So now, you know, like, I've become more frugal than ever, man. It's more important for me to make sure all of my businesses are taken care of. My employees, man, you know, I have pretty good credit. You know what I'm saying? I got good credit, and I wouldn't have been able to do this deal if I didn't. I got good credit. I don't have any personal debt. So I had to learn in the process, man, because you get tired of calling people, asking them to borrow money and all this stuff, man. So I just had to position myself, man. You know what I'm saying? And I used to say, man, I'm going to be a multi-millionaire, but, man, God told me, he said, no, you're going to be a billionaire.
Damn.
Because I can handle what it is he has for me, you know what I'm saying? And I want to do the right thing with it, man. And just my mentality. You know, I stopped saying I'm going to humble myself, man, because, like, humbling yourself means that you're lowering yourself, right? But until I find another word that I can use, man, I'm just one of them dudes, man, where, you know, I don't walk around thinking I'm the stuff. I don't think I'm better. Like, I've had people have to come apologize to me to say, man, I just want to ask you to forgive me. I said, what I do? They say, man, you know, we judged you and we didn't know you. But until I met you to realize, man, like, you are a great dude, man. You know, I got numbers in my phone now. Like, I'm connected. I'm connected big time, but I don't walk around like that. You don't have to. My parents didn't raise me like that, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
So I try and be an example for my students and my staff. You can't say nothing bad to my staff about me, because all of them are well taken care of. You know what I'm saying? I'm generous. I'm kind. You know, I'm not disrespectful. You know, I let. And then you have to hire people who are smarter than you. Like, I got a creative ops team. I got a chief of staff. I got a chief informational officer. I got a, you know, manager of everything, man. I got a head instructor. Like, I can literally be gone for a whole month, man, and my stuff will run like clockwork.
You just spoke a real solid Robert Kiyosaki key right there. And I know you have been well read. I know you have read some stuff. I'm just listening to books just fire out your mouth left and right.
So believe it or not, man, you know, like, unless something is intriguing to me, it's hard to sit me down and capture my attention because I'm always moving. Like, I'd rather lose money than to lose my time.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm very knowledgeable and all of that kind of stuff, but I do more like looking up stuff and seeking. You know,
you'll dig through to find that gem rather than spend all of that time.
Yeah, and I have to listen to stuff. Like, I hate talking on the phone. I be want to throw my phones out the window. So what I do is that I have moments where I take time, man, whether it's at the gym or in the car riding along, man, and I'm always listening to, like, every day when I wake up, man, I'm always feeding myself with something positive, catching up with what's going on in the world. You know, I watch funny stuff, but I try and get something out of everything, man. You know, I read books, I read, you know, articles and stuff like that, but to sit down and read a whole book is difficult for me because of the fact of my mind is so all over the place.
I'm the same way.
It's difficult, man.
Well, I think my main point I was getting to is just what we started off with, man. You are a role model. I think Chicago is lucky to have a gym like you here. The things that are coming out of your mouth are like just top of the line things that every barber, not even just barber, man, woman who is striving to be progressive in life should obtain, should adapt to, man. So just keep modeling the way you are, man. I think you're an inspiration. And again, any of the students at Larry's Barber College, you guys are blessed. Keep on following this path,
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man, you trailblazing, man.
And one of the reasons that I started LJ Music Group, man, which has like a, record company, distribution, management, because there's a lot of people like me in the hair care industry who have other talents outside of barbering and styling, right? So I'm figuring, like, man, why not multitask? Like, I literally have traveled the world, but I was the barber on tour. And so I got paid double because of the fact that it's like I'm in Australia, or I'm in Germany, or I'm in London, and I'm gigging, getting paid. Didn't have to pay to go out there, but then I'm cutting everybody hair on tour.
Dang.
Or when people come in town, all the celebs, whether it's New Edition, whether it's Justin Timberlake and them crew, basketball players, football, baseball players, I done cut everybody, man. From Judge Mathis to you name it, I've done it, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you got a lot of barbers who can rap, they can sing,
yes,
they play instruments. So I'm like, man, why not be able to make money? After you get off work, man, go do what you love and still be able to make money.
I love it.
Now, hold on. Now, so you said you play drums and
I play
keys.
drums and keyboard.
Now, do you sing?
I can sing.
Hit me with something, man. Give me
My mom
something.
is the singer, man. What you want me to sing?
Anything. Give me
Let
something.
me tell you how I feel for you and all the things. Okay, that's it.
All right.
On the spot.
I did Detroit because that's Fred Hammond.
Okay.
The love I have is true.
Let's go. I don't want to skip over this or miss this part. You also created shoes for the barber.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I have a shoe and clothing line as well, right? So I came up with that, man, because you know I like to be fly. You know what I'm saying? I like to wear suits and ties in school. Having my clothes made since I was 18. I used to wear a lot of alligator shoes, right? So I would be up in the shop cutting hair in a shirt and tie every day with a smock on.
Damn.
But with alligator shoes on all day long. When I tell you my feet was hurting me, and y'all from Detroit, so y'all know about them alligator shoes, man.
We're from
Amari's.
California.
I mean,
He's from Chicago.
but wait a minute, I thought you. I'm sorry, I hit the thing.
You're fine.
I'm thinking about Dez that I was talking
yes.
from Detroit.
Yeah,
That's why Detroit was stuck in my. But yeah, that's right, California, and you know, so my nephews live in California, but that's a whole other thing, right? So I came up with shoes and clothes because of the fact of it's like we want to be fly, but we got to be comfortable too, standing on our feet all day long.
Real talk.
So I came up with that, man, and man, I want to be able to put them all in Walmarts and Targets and Dick's and, you know, put my more high-end shoes in the Neiman Marcus and Saks and all that kind of stuff, man. Then I got my Maximus Man hair care products as well.
So these are engineered for people that are going to stand on their feet all day.
Nurses, doctors, barbers, stylists.
What's the brand? What's the name?
Astro Kicks and Goods.
Astro
and
Kicks.
J. Larose is my more cheaper brand, if you will.
All right.
But since you like to be fly, these shoes, they got a little twist on them. They got a little.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They got a little,
absolutely.
Okay,
Which means that you don't just have to be there in order to wear them. It's why I made them the way I made them, right? So my partner James, he's like the designer. I told him what I wanted to do. He went with it, man.
Nice.
So it's like if you're not a barber or a nurse or doctor or stylist, you still want to wear them because they fly.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. Before we leave, I want to make sure to plug some people from your staff, man. Corian is amazing.
Oh, my
Party Mark
God.
Creative,
Man,
yeah.
the power of relationship building, man, it's what we chase. We don't chase the dollar, man.
Yeah.
We chase the relationship.
Yeah.
The fact that we can reach out from California and arrange what we did this week and how that man moved things around the way he did. Man, you blessed to have that kind of.
Right.
It's a reflection of your leadership too,
Right.
and your skills to find that kind of
Right.
talent, man.
Right.
So shout out to the whole staff too, man. We had a great time with them, man.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you guys for having me on your show again.
Hold on. Before we leave, we're gonna do some trivia with you.
Okay, let's do
Some
it.
barber trivia.
Uh-oh. I ain't taught in a long time now. Okay.
Well, we're gonna
Let's
start
go
off
for
with
it.
we're gonna start off with two that you should know for sure.
Okay.
You know we have a barber pole to represent being a barber. What does the three colors of the barber pole mean?
Oh, man, I thought you were going to have some hard questions.
Well, this is a
Yeah, I
warm-up.
was like,
This
let
is a
me get 'em.
warm-up.
Let me get 'em.
All right, the red stand for blood, the blue
Okay.
is for veins, the white is for bandages, and the ball on the bottom is called a bassin.
Okay.
We used to be doctors and dentists back in the day.
Yeah.
It was later on in the 1800s when they separated the professions and made a dentist, a doctor, and our professional name was a tonsuro artist.
Wow, that's what you said in the beginning. You're a tonsura artist. Now, do you know the blue really was for patriotism in America?
Patriotism in America?
Yeah, because it's red and white everywhere else.
Yeah,
and
but that goes back to them trying to take everything that we did. You know, the first haircut, and I got that on my shoes too, on my shirts. 5000 BC was the first haircut that was done.
that was going to be my next question, too.
5000 BC, right? So we're the oldest profession in the world, and we are economy proof, man. You can tell I got my master instructor license in over 22 states because I'm preparing for where it is I want to go. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't really like the fact that they take, just like they try and say Christopher Columbus discovered America. No, he did not. No, he did not. When he arrived, it was a black man said, "Hey, man, you need any help with anything?" So
The
man,
Moors.
yeah. So, but that's what a lot of people think, that the red, white, and blue was like, man, this no. And oh well, I was gonna say, did you know that the mob used to run the barbershops back in the day?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So it used to be, the barbershops used to be closed on Sundays and Wednesdays, right? But then they moved it to Sundays and Mondays so that way they can have a consecutive days off and consecutive days to work. So the mob, if you went past a certain time of night, the mob would literally flood the barbershops out because of the fact that they ran the barbershop. The barbershop was always the nucleus of everything. Everybody come to the barbershop, right? No matter who you are.
No matter.
A celebrity, cat from the block, kid, everybody come to the barber. Same thing in the jail. Everybody from the whole compound got to come to one nucleus. I don't care what you ride. Everybody got to come to that same barbershop.
That's game. I got one for him.
Go ahead, man. Hit him with one.
All right, so Your haircut costs $60.
Okay.
They tip you $12.
Okay.
They give you a $100 bill.
Okay.
How much change?
72. That means that was $28 you
Yeah.
get back.
So, hey, that was probably the
Man,
fastest,
the fastest.
the fastest response.
Math is my. I used to go to sleep in math class and wake up and ace it.
Man, if you can see all the answers we done received on that question right there, man.
But check this out though. So I'm gonna put it to you like this. I break down. So when haircuts was $20, right? I mean, it wasn't nothing for me to make $400, $500, $600 a day, right? Cutting hair. But let's just say haircuts are average $50 now, right?
Yep.
So if I say I used to cut between 25 and 38 heads every day, just cut 15 heads a day, work 9 to 5, schedule appointment every half an hour, 15 heads times 5 days a week, that's $3,750 times 4 weeks, that's $15,000 times 12 months, that's $180,000
Yep.
a year.
Dude, your brain is something special, man.
Who can't work off that? Like, you can cut 10 heads at $50 a day.
Right.
I mean, $50 a head, 10 heads a day,
500.
and still make 6 figures.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it may, be honest with me. Do you think that there's a lot of barbers y'all can go to right now, even in this place right now, and say, hey man, show me $10,000?
No.
Show me in an account, show me in any type of investment account, in your bank account savings. Exactly.
Nope.
But we make the money.
We got it.
Which is going back to why I do what I do in Walmart.
Gotcha. Your purpose.
Yeah, man. I really want to help, man.
It pours out everything.
I really want to help, man. I really, really want to help us get to the next, man.
I need you to.
I want to help us, man.
I need you to help me with this next trivia.
Okay, go. Let's go for it.
Yeah, he got to keep his own, cause I love.
I told you we could sit here all day.
Yeah, man. But I'm hearing you though.
I need you to do us a favor and tell me who is this famous barber.
He ain't no barber. That's Ice Cube.
No, that's the actor. Who is the barber?
In that movie.
Oh, Marcus Davis.
No. Who does he play? He plays a barber. Ice Cube plays a barber in this movie.
So I never knew. So my boy Marcus Davis that I went to barber school with, he did the haircuts in Barbershop 1 and Barbershop 2.
You getting too damn technical.
But listen, but I didn't know that he played a barber. I didn't know that. So that's something. If I would have known it to even look for that, I would have known. But I don't know.
All right.
So who? Tell me who? You teaching me
It's
something?
Calvin. Calvin. From Calvin's Barbershop.
Oh, I didn't know that you. I thought
I
you
know
were
you.
talking.
I told you to get too technical. You too
It was
technical.
literal. It was
Yeah,
literal.
Okay. I thought you was talking about like that was a true story.
No.
That's what I thought you was talking about.
Gotcha.
Okay, so you good in math. You obviously good in history. We're going to give you one for English.
Okay.
So you obviously is an entrepreneur. Be so kind to spell entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur. ENTREPANEUR.
Ooh, we stomped the Swami. No, you are wrong.
I did it too fast.
Yeah.
And I'm a good speller too. I'm really good
I
at
can
that.
tell you had a system for that word.
Yeah.
Because we all messed that word
But
up.
you know what? The thing is that because we don't write anymore.
Oh, yeah.
And when you spelling stuff out, it'll do it for you.
Yeah.
But I try my best
Test your,
to do
test
it.
your brain.
Yeah.
I do that with
Smart.
GPS.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Smart.
nah, you need to build your navigational skills.
I think I put an A in there
Yep.
where I should have.
Yeah.
I put an E in there where I should have put the A in there.
There ain't no A's.
No A in there.
So I put a. So I
You
I
put
should have
an
put
A
an E.
with-
So I
you put
messed
an
up
A
with
with
an
an
A.
E.
Right.
Yep.
There you go.
All right, one last one. How many steps are there in the shave per state board?
14 steps.
Hey, what's number 3? What's step 3?
Come on, man. Y'all can't-
He like, damn, y'all can't beat me up.
Man, I have literally haven't taught in the classroom in. I haven't taught in the classroom because I
like
used to be
riding
the
the
full-time
bike,
teacher.
man.
Probably
But
about
you
15
actually
years.
doing better than you think you're doing,
you
man.
did.
You
I
actually did really good.
But my thing is that because I have so much stuff on my brain,
I feel
certain
you.
stuff I just gotta.
That's what make the trivia fun. That's what make it
And I
fun.
tell my students all the time, like when you become a professional, when you go to the doctor's office, they say, okay, the reason it takes so long because they got to go back and they got to dig and they got to do some research as it relates to what they just came up with, right? I said, even if you're in a professional atmosphere, if you want to pull out your book for your shaving steps, pull out a book. I used to be able to use both of my, well, I can use both of my hands shaving. When I'm shaving, giving somebody a full shave, but backstroke, the whole nine. And I be telling these cats, the way we doing the razor lines nowadays, where they do like that, I said, you really supposed to go forward, but because of the fact that I don't want to touch what I just did, I'm willing to go backwards, you know what I'm saying? So just helping people to understand that, man. But I forgot what the third step is because I haven't taught it so long. Okay.
Man, you made this so fun, man. Just the fact that you participated, it's an honor again, man. I love what you're doing for my city, for our city. I know what you're doing is going to echo way further than Chicago. But we know that the heart of this city needs this kind of beat, man, and you are it.
Well, I hope this interview do like Cat Williams' interview, man. You think we get 40 million?
We're going to run 60. We're running 60.
You got somebody out there
he like the T. He like the T. He like you got something.
Who want to beat you? Who think he better than you?
just sparked the wrong
Let's do it. Come on, man. Well, look, man, what I will tell y'all is, you know what I'm saying? They tried to get me to, you know, do this one thing, and I said I wasn't going to do it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, no amount of money can make me do it. But that is real, though, man. I've had some cats that thought that money trumped my integrity, man. And, you know, I don't judge how nobody choose to live their life, man, but you couldn't give me $1 million to go against something that I don't believe in.
I love that word you use, man. That's what I see it all over you, integrity.
Yeah,
From the first time we met you, man. So, yeah, what I say, this is not just out of my mouth, man. I'm talking about the streets, like not even barbers. The streets in Chicago know Larry.
Appreciate it, man.
And they salute you big time, man.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, man.
Thank you, man.
Much love to you and much success.
Appreciate you guys, man.
Yo, that was another episode. We want to thank Larry for entertaining us and honoring us with his presence. We'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
Peace. That was an amazing picture. Yes, quick pictures. We're gonna get you in the middle right at the